Module 2. Claude Code in action. Now that you know what the tool use loop is, let's see what you can actually build with it. Here's what we're covering. First, what Claude Code looks like when you first open it. The interface, the prompt, what to expect. Second, the default capabilities. What can Claude do right out of the box? Third, extensibility. How you add new capabilities with MCP servers and plugins. Fourth, I'll show you my actual daily workflow. Start operations, meeting notes, content pipeline, the real stuff. And fifth, we'll talk about what makes this different from just chatting with an AI. Let's go. So you open your terminal and type Claude. That's it, just the word Claude. You get a prompt, a blinking cursor, and Claude says something like, "How can I help you?" It's deceptively simple. But here's what's happening behind the scenes. Claude has already loaded your Claude MD file if you have one. It knows your project rules. It knows your file naming conventions. It knows what tools are available. And then you just talk to it. You say, "Read my package, JSON, and tell me what this project does." And Claude doesn't just guess. It actually reads the file. You see the tool call happen, read tool, file, path, result. This is the moment most people go, "Oh," because it's not generating text about what package JSON might contain. It's reading the actual file on your machine and responding based on what's really there. That's the difference between a chatbot and a coding assistant. Let me show you what Claude can do without any setup. No MCP servers, no plugins, just out of the box, file operations, read any file, write new files, edit existing files with surgical precision, search by file name with glob, search by content with grep, shell commands, run any bash command, install packages, run tests, start servers, check Git status, anything you'd type in a terminal. Subagents, this is cool. Claude can launch separate agent instances to handle tasks in parallel. Research this while you build that. Multiple things happening at once. Notebooks, read and write Jupyter notebook cells, execute them. Build data analysis workflows, web access, fetch URLs, search the web, pull documentation, and task management, create and track to-dos right inside your session. That's 16 tools out of the box, and most people only use 3 or 4 of them. Part of this training is showing you what's possible with all 16. But here's where it gets really powerful. You can add more tools, MCP servers, model context protocol are external processes that give Claude new capabilities. You install them with one command. Claude MCP add playwright npx0 playwright MSP latest. That one line gives Claude 20 plus browser tools. Navigate, click, fill forms, take screenshots, test your app visually. Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Sheets, Gmail, YouTube, Slack, AWS, all available as MCP servers. Each one adds its own set of tools. And here's the key. Claude doesn't need to be retrained to use them. It reads the tool definitions and figures out how to use them. That's the tool use quality we talked about in Module 1. You can even build your own MCP servers for internal tools. Imagine Claude being able to query your database, check your monitoring dashboard, or post to your team's Slack channel, all through tool calls. All right, let me show you what a real day looks like. 6:30 a.m., I type /start operations. That's a custom command. We'll cover those in Module 6, but here's what happens. Carl, that's what I call my Claude Code instance, reads 3 system files, architecture, command center, initialization. That's the brain loading up, about 30 seconds. Then it runs morning briefing PI. This is a Python script that pulls from 8 data sources: Google Calendar for today's meetings, Google Drive for new files from the team, sales tracker, sign up tracker, email inbox count, SES health for email campaigns, and AI news feeds for the intelligence report. All of that gets compiled into one briefing that I review in about 6 minutes. Then Carl generates my Eat the Frog page. That's my daily priorities. Frogs are the big tasks, the hard things I need to tackle first. Flies are the smaller tasks, the running to-do list. By 6:45 a.m., I have a complete picture of my day. Meetings, priorities, open items, new data from overnight, all generated automatically, all uploaded to our internal dashboard. An executive assistant doing this manually? 2 hours minimum. and they'd miss half the data sources. That's Claude Code in action, not a demo, my actual morning every single day. So that's module 2. Here's what you learned. Claude Code is more than a chatbot. It has 16 built-in tools that let it read, write, search, execute, and manage your work. MCP servers extend those capabilities to any external service. Browser automation, Google Workspace, AWS, anything with an API. And the daily workflow shows what's possible when you combine all of this. Morning briefings, content pipelines, dashboard generation, all automated through tool calls. Your mission for this module. Open Claude Code and try 3 things you haven't tried before. Ask it to run a bash command. Ask it to search your project with grep. Ask it to create a new file. Get comfortable with the tools beyond just read and write, go do the thing.